And there came to be a man of Belial, whose name was Sheba, son of Bichri, a Binyamite. And he blew with the shophar, and said, We have no part in David, nor do we have inheritance in the son of Yishai. Each one to his tents, O Yisrael. Then all the men of Yisrael deserted David to follow Sheba, the son of Bichri. But the men of Yehudah, from the Yarden as far as Jerusalem, clung to their sovereign. And David came to his house at Jerusalem. And the sovereign took the 10 women, his concubines whom he had left to look after the house, and put them in a protected house and supported them, but did not go into them. So they were shut up to the day of their death, living in widowhood. And the sovereign said to Amasa, Call the men of Yehudah for me within 3 days, and be present here yourself. And Amasa went to call the men of Yehudah. But he delayed longer than the appointed time which David had appointed him. And David said to Abishai, Now Sheba son of Bichri is going to do us more evil than Absalom. Take the servants of your master and pursue him, lest he find for himself walled cities and escape us. Then the men of Joab went out after him, with the Kerethites and the Pelethites, and all the mighty men, and they went out of Jerusalem to pursue Sheba, son of Bichri. When they were near the large stone which is in Gibeon, Amasa came before them. And Joab was dressed in battle armor, and on it was a girdle with a sword fastened in its sheath at his hips. And as he went forward, it fell out. And Joab said to Amasa, Peace, my brother. And Joab took Amasa by the beard with his right hand to kiss him. But Amasa was not on guard against the sword in Joab's hand, and he struck him with it in the stomach, and his inward parts poured out on the ground, and he did not strike him again, and he died. Then Joab and Abishai, his brother, pursued Sheba, son of Bichri, and a man, one of Joab's men, stood beside him and said, Whoever is well pleased with Joab, and whoever is for David, let him follow Joab. And Amasa was rolling in his blood in the middle of the highway. And the man saw that all the people stood still. So he moved Amasa from the highway to the field and threw a garment over him. When he saw that everyone who came upon him halted. When he was removed from the highway, all the men passed on after Joab to pursue Sheba, son of Bichri. And he passed over through all the tribes of Yisrael to Abel, and to Beth Maacah, and to all the Berites. And they were assembled and went after him too. And they went and besieged him in Abel of Beth Maacah, and they cast up a siege mound against the city. And it stood in a rampart, and all the people who were with Joab battered the wall to throw it down. Then a wise woman called out from the city, Listen, listen, please say to Joab, Come nearby, so that I speak to you. And he came near to her, and the woman said, Are you Joab? And he answered, I am. Then she said to him, Listen to the words of your female servant. And he answered, I am listening. Then she spoke, saying, In former times they often spoke, saying, Let them inquire of Abel. And so they ended the matter. I am of the peaceable and trustworthy ones in Yisrael. You seek to destroy a city and a mother in Yisrael. Why do you swallow up the inheritance of Yahuah? And Joab answered and said, Far be it from me to swallow up or to destroy. That is not the case. But a man from the mountains of Ephraim, Sheba son of Bichri by name, has raised his hand against the sovereign, against David. Hand him over, him alone, and I withdraw from the city. And the woman said to Joab, Look, his head is going to be thrown to you over the wall. So the woman in her wisdom went to all the people, and they cut off the head of Sheba son of Bichri, and threw it out to Joab. Then he blew with the shophar, and they dispersed from the city, each one to his tent. And Joab returned to the sovereign at Jerusalem. Now Joab was over all the army of Yisrael, and Benaiah son of Jehoiada was over the Kerethites and the Pelethites, and Adoram was over the compulsory labor, and Jehoshaphat son of Ahilud was recorder, and Shewah was scribe, and Zadok and Abiathar were the priests, and Era the Yairite was priest to David.